Hello everybody, my name is Jacob. Thank you for checking out Xsanity and welcome back to another spicy food video. Today we have one that I'm pretty excited about because it's from a company that I've talked about before that I really like, and it's also one that my wife picked up for me because she saw it in the grocery store and she thought about me and she thought about this goofy shit that I do and she said, you know what, this is perfect. So without any more build up, today we're going to be doing a salsa, specifically Mrs. Renfro's Ghost Pepper Salsa. So I've talked about Mrs. Renfro's before. They have a mango habanero salsa and a blackberry serrano salsa, both of which are fucking delicious, so good. They make good fucking salsas, dog. And not only do they make good fucking salsas, but they seem to be generally a cut above other salsa brands. Their salsas are, at least this one is, I think all of their salsas are gluten-free if you have an aversion to gluten. I don't know what HFCS stands for, but oh, high fructose corn syrup, of course. No high fructose corn syrup. No added sugars. So all just good stuff you like to see. 10 calories per serving. The only downside is a little bit high in sodium. 11% of your daily value of sodium per serving is 250 milligrams of sodium per serving, which isn't ideal, but it is what it is. Ingredients, we got tomatoes, water, jalapeno peppers, tomato juice, green chili peppers, distilled vinegar, cornstarch, salt, dried onions, dried ghost pepper, dried garlic, spices, dried cilantro, ancho chili powder. Yep, so just nothing artificial, everything natural. It's what you like to see when you put a product in your fridge. And I always like to go over that at the beginning of these videos. And I suppose I've never done it, but I should clarify. I'm not like a health nut or anything. I'm just generally aware of of the things you should put in your body, the things you shouldn't, what is good for you in the long run, what isn't good for you in the long run, what you shouldn't have in excess, what you can. And I'm not like, I mean, obviously, if anyone's ever seen me, I eat, and I don't eat necessarily healthily, but I do like to try and stay generally aware of it and let other people know what they're getting into before, if they might want to try that for themselves. So yeah, that's all that we got there. Visit renfrofoods.com/recipes to find tasty dishes like scary hot chicken wings. Well, visit renfrofoods.com. Saucy fact, behold, the salsa of warriors. In some parts of Assam, the ghost pepper is called... I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. I'll put it on screen for you, though. Believed to be after the fierce Naga warriors. Okay, well, I'm excited for it. You can kind of see it here. You can see what it looks like. Here's what it looks like in our salsa bowl. I got these at Walmart for a steal. There's like $1 a bowl. And we have our tortilla chips here today. Not cantina style, restaurant style, but that's okay. So yeah, let's just dive into it. Smells pretty spicy. I'm expecting this to be Mrs. Renfro, kind of. Not as much as Melinda's, but Mrs. Renfro kind of doesn't fuck around. So I'm expecting this to be hot. I'm also expecting it to be delicious. And we do have another Mrs. Renfro's product that I will be trying at a later time. She bought me 2 things, and I'm just trying the salsa today. Alright. Give us a good amount of salsa, and see how she tastes. Well, I should taste the salsa on its own merits first, right? That's how we do things on this show. That's a spicy boy! Alright, here we go. That's hot. That's spicy. Oh my goodness gracious. That's got some heat. There's a distinct salsa flavor there. Not as good of a... We're going to need to actually get some of the tomato salsa bits. Get a big old chunk of this to give it a good, proper try. It's there. It's there, but that heat is intense. The good, delicious... There it is. So Mrs. Renfro, as a brand, just across the board, so far, has the best salsa that I've ever had. Period. Like the salsa flavors, the salsa part of the salsa, best I've ever had. Period. Hands down. And that is present here as well. But like I said, and like I expected, they do not fuck around. So there is quite a bit of heat here. As the jar says, this is really hot, y'all. And I am inclined to agree with Mrs. Renfro. This is really hot, y'all. I do not speak like that. I do not use that type of lingo, but that is a good way to describe it. It's been a casualty. And I got the fucking rings knocked out of him. So yeah, the insane amount of heat is a little bit of a problem, because it does take away from which is a problem that we've run into often on this show, and that you run into a lot with ghost pepper, scorpion pepper, Carolina Reaper, what have you, is that it is hot. It is super hot. It's the heat that you would expect from a ghost pepper. But it unfortunately, despite their best efforts and despite how good I know their salsas can be, it is detracting from the delicious salsa flavor that I can feel, I can taste, trying so hard to get through. Because it's there for a split second, and then it's gone. It's taken over by the heat. That bite was better. When you get the chunks, like the tomato and the salsa-y bits, then it really shines through. Then it kind of overpowers the heat a little bit, and it shines through, and everything comes together. And when that happens, perfect. It's so good. Let me go get a paper towel really quick before I fuck something up. So, it's a good salsa, but it's really hot. So it's not something that the average person could eat, period, I think, but it's also not something that you would sit down to have with chips and salsa. Now, what I think you could do is you can maybe mix a little bit of it into one of Mrs. Renfro's other salsas. Like, I think they just have a regular salsa, right? Maybe mix into that one, maybe mix into a mild, just a little bit of it. So you get some heat, and you're still enjoying a delicious salsa. Or this is something that you bring out when you have friends over. Like, I don't know. Something for, okay, so for me personally, just to anecdote my own life. Everybody comes over, we're all going to hang out, play video games, do whatever. And we're like, oh, I got chips and salsa. And you bring this out and be like, hey, try this, pussies. But, yeah, that's when you'd use this. And this isn't something that I think you would just eat and sit and eat. This is not something you would sit and eat by yourself if you were just wanting to have, just kick back on the couch, watch something, play something, and just, eat some chips and salsa. This is not for that. this is for this is something that I would add to like tacos, fajitas, another bowl of salsa that's just not hot enough, you know, that sort of thing. It is good. It is good. I cannot deny that it is good. I can taste the salsa that I know and love from this company in there. But it is, as they said, really hot, y'all. So, yeah. So that's for heat, 5 out of 5. For flavor, honestly, 3.5 out of 5, only because it's fantastic. Like, don't get me wrong, don't mishear me. I love these salsas, and I think everybody should go try them. If you've never grabbed one off the shelf at your local grocery store, you should pick one that sounds good and give it a shot. Because even this one, being super duper hot, is still a home run. I have not had a miss on salsas from this company yet. I really thought I wasn't going to like the Blackberry Serrano. One of my favorite salsas now. It was so fucking good. But 3.5 out of 5 because on the flavor, because it's trying so hard, but it can't break through the what's the word I'm looking for? The insane heat from the ghost pepper. So we'll give it a 4. We'll give it a 4 out of 5 or a 7 out of 10. I don't know. I don't remember what my fucking scale is. I don't know if there was ever actually a scale to begin with. It's a good salsa, okay? It's good salsa. It's super duper hot. And yeah, I think it's roughly like, I mean, it might be a little bit more than your other salsas, like your average, well-known salsas. It's definitely more than obviously like store-brand salsa, but I don't think it's much. Like it's worth a couple extra bucks to have the best salsa you've ever had. So that was Mrs. Renfro's Ghost Pepper Salsa. Super hot, ridiculously hot, but super good. So yeah, I don't have much more to say about that. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please click like to let me know that you did. Subscribe today if you aren't already, but if you are already subscribed, make sure you ring the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. I do a lot of stuff on this channel. Play video games, and I do the spicy food reviews and hot sauce reviews, which there is another hot sauce, actual hot sauce one coming in the near future. So you got to make sure you ring that bell, because you never really know what I'm going to upload and when, and you don't want to miss anything. If you're just here for the spicy stuff, you don't want to miss that. If you're just here for the gameplays and commentaries, you don't want to miss that. If you're hanging around to see if I do some really wacky, goofy shit, then you don't want to miss that either. So you got to make sure you ring that bell. And thanks again for watching, and I will see each and every one of you in whatever video comes next. Goodbye.